Hey Doomers, April 24th, getting my walk and talk on with some coffee. It's about 8:30 in the morning. I had a lot of things going through my mind and a lot of support lately from all of you, which just means the world to me because I'm, putting my neck out and talking about this. Given the amount of denial out there, it's sometimes feels like a large task. For instance, Clown Planet, another YouTube channel, just posted a video literally 33 minutes ago about a EU parliamentary member talking some nonsense about how Greta isn't qualified as a scientist. Like, you need to be qualified as a scientist to read peer-reviewed papers or interpret science. You can conduct your own experiments. And just the amount of comments and trolling that goes on is really indicative of how completely hopeless the situation feels. I mean, hope is useless already. But when you see these things, it's really confusing. Three dog, they want to say good morning too. Don't you see I'm trying to film a vlog here? Aw, they probably just want to be pet. Anyways, so I'm just gonna ramble on a bunch of different things that's on my mind the past few days. I've taken a few days off. The information just keeps coming out worse and worse. The speeding up of Antarctic ice melt, droughts, floods around the world, and just most recently, John Kerry, our climate envoy, sat down with Jen Psaki. Not a fan. And this was reported by Fox News, and he was clearly saying that he told her that in this interview that climate change will wipe out crops and rip away homes. Will rip away crops and homes. So I know many of my subscribers indicate to me that fear, there's a lot of people that are just really afraid, and so that's their first default mechanism to go to is denial. Psychologically, it's too much to bear. Got a little survival doomer makeshift camp shelter here I want to show you in a second, and I'm gonna walk over to this highway where you'll see thousands of cars going. And then I also wanted to talk about luck and capitalism in this system. And of course I'll get to children, how awful it is for them later. But, it's no surprise that Elon Musk acquired his fortune or start because of his dad's emerald mine. He knows it and all his children know it. His dad said this. So, right place, right time, right genetics, and a huge amount of luck. Huge. All right, this is a little, I don't think I can get too close to it, but you can see there's a solar panel. Make do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's a little chilly out here, and I'm confronted with this daily in this system. I go out and about and I see men that are like freaking gladiator, athletes, older. Some guy I see that's like 7 foot tall and built like a brick shit house. Like, if this dude was born in the right zip code, he has an exponentially larger chance of succeeding and getting whatever he wants out of life. Okay? Fact. When in this competitive system, where you're born and your genetics pretty much determine everything. It's very rare you meet or see or hear about someone who worked their way up from their bootstraps. It's very, very rare. Like, I read about this Navy, as one of the first people to graduate from Navy SEAL Buds Academy, then become an emergency medicine doctor, and then apply out of like 1,800 people to be an astronaut. you know, you hear these like one-off cases of like some extraordinary person, but that's a rarity. You know, most people are caught in the muck and the slime, this disgusting Orwellian shithole system. It's awful. Looks like we got a traffic jam up here too. Okay, so I wanted to state that for the record, that a major part of getting anywhere is luck, and is luck, straight up. You know, you're caught in line just like everybody else. Look at this. So back to the present moment. I like Akron. It's pretty run down, beat up. I would say this is a representation of Akron right here. Garage half open, kind of run down, trashy. But it's got character, right? Character. Here we go. Look at this. So glad you're not sitting in that shit, right? Geez, that looks like a mile wide. This is America, sitting in traffic for no reason. And zebra cakes. See right there? That's zebra cakes. We'll go get a closer look. Okay, so, and something I noted on my live stream the other day is education is the problem. Everybody, literally everybody, no matter where you are on the learning spectrum, where you start, even if you're, you know, like I said, maybe advanced learning, you learn quickly. No, wherever you are, everyone should have been taught the effects of rising greenhouse gases in school as children, so that we would all be on the same page and not confused bats flapping around each other blind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do my part to try to tell some people around my age that I think I could relate to, and immediately they fire back with conjecture like, well, wouldn't electric cars, like, that wouldn't even save us because the ion radiation, like, it would cause so much radiation. I mean, just the most outlandish, stupid conspiracy theory bullshit you can think of. You know, they're gonna read our minds. No, we can't do that. They'll fire back without completely missing the point of what you're saying, that like what I'm saying is what the science is saying. I'm not making this up. That's the important distinction, is I'm just the messenger informing the patient, get that off Nature Bats Last, that we've been diagnosed with terminal illness, and it's malpractice not to tell the truth, that we're dying. And this summer is going to be wicked. The last time we had an extreme El Nino, the Paris Climate Accord was formed. So who knows the kind of reaction we're going to get worldwide. Sure, plenty of denial from Clown Planet and other places, but look, it's unfeasible. It's unfeasible that we could even think that we can convert this. Okay? Check, I have my keys. Okay. I know it's like this in France, Germany, all over. But let's just get a close up. Look at this mess. We're gonna convert all this. Oh, I see that in 18-wheeler. There's the accident right there. So I can zoom in. Something flipped over. Get out of the rat cage. You know, Sudanese military conflict. Russia's not stopping. Taiwanese foreign minister says that likely conflict with China by 2027. We're going to convert all that. We're going to convert all this in the next decade. This is the critical decade. Yeah, right. Yeah, fucking right. Too little, too late. All right, so my health is good. I'm buying an electric, personally, I'm getting an electric bike next month. Should be fun. My first bike purchase in a while. And I'll join a ninja gym, get my ninja fitness on. And, you know, enjoying retirement. Because that's what this is. There's no fucking way you're going to have me sit in traffic like that. Right? Or any of you knowing what's coming. What's coming is humanity will be crushed like a bug. All right? Per Beckwith. And John Kerry and every scientist across the world. You know, I don't get this buzz around like scientific breakthroughs. What's the point if we're not going to have a food supply or fresh water supply for at least half the world's population by 2030? Minimum. What's the point? We couldn't get it together. Aliens have been here for a very long time. I am disappointed with the Pentagon doing this cover-up process of UFO sightings. I'm going to end with this. That the very least they could come forward and annotate each observation. Like go through each footage. If we lived in a really sane, not driven by money civilization, money driving this whole thing, they would come forward and they would say, this is space debris, this is an unidentified aerial phenomenon, and thus aliens. You know, there's too many reports and too much evidence for them just to come out and have. I mean, they had two hearings, one of them private and one of them public. The Pentagon testifying. There's some doctor. Why couldn't both of them been public and open? You know what I'm saying? It's hypocrisy. And the clowns will never stop trolling and denial. I hope you subscribe over from Clown Planet. Do I look stupid to you? I could barely understand you clowns. Okay, that's it. We should come clean about things. Education about climate change should have been a baseline across the board worldwide. And for goodness sake, don't have children. I am an antinatalist. No one should curse a child with this existence, especially knowing what we know about climate change, biodiversity loss, and all other indicators of planetary health. If you maybe want, I guess the only suggestion I have is like, if you maybe wanted to have a kid, go buy one. It's a joke I heard from someone. I mean, go some, drug-ridden parents that got in a car accident or something, and the child is orphaned. Like, that would be much more feasible if you really had the inclination to be, to raise a child. But do know that each child is a minimum of $250,000 investment minimum, and they won't even make it past 2030. So that's my report. A little morning walk and talk, some heavy stuff, but I appreciate you doomers. Thanks for hanging on. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.